And I'm back. So, I want to work on my games more, so I decided I'm going to record this so that I can document this process. If you watched the previous Twitch video, then you know colossal fail of trying to work with the dynamic materials instance. I offline I did try to try to get it working and ask the AI chatbots, all three of them, Grok, Gemini, and ChatGPT, and they all came up with some solutions, but they did not work. One of them was that you have to change your your instance static mesh to just a regular static mesh, and I did that, and all of this code still did not work. Changed everything, tried different methods and connections and all that, and it still didn't work. So I just disconnected, and I'm going to pivot to the old route, which is the route that I didn't want to take, which was to create hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blueprint actors just like this right here. So I started off with the 5. So I got the Fool done, the Magician done, the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Emperor, and now I just need to continue working on the rest. But let me see. It says I have 25 items. We know there are 78 cards in this deck, so we're going to select all of these. Just duplicate them until we get 77 cards. So here it says 25 items. So just go ahead and duplicate them. It says 45 items. Let's duplicate them again. And let's duplicate a little bit more until we get the 77 we need. Oh my goodness. I think it's right there. Alright, so let me go ahead and save all of that. Alright, so we got all these. Let me start all the way back. Bum, 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 right here. All the way back here. And don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to try to batch rename. I think I've used batch rename before one time, but this will make it a little bit easier to rename things. Just a little bit, not too much. So whenever I start working on each of these individual files, which I didn't want to do, I wanted to see if there was a method I can just use the material instance to change each card, but dynamic material instance just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to have to do this brute force way of creating hundreds of blueprint actors for each and every single one of the unique cards, not just for the rares, but for the epics and for the legendaries. So that's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blueprints. So right click, click on batch rename. You can't see this portion, unfortunately, but I'm going to remove the old numbering. I'm going to auto increment. I'm going to rename to BP0, I don't know, just BP underscore, auto increment format of 00, and start at 6. And let's see what that, yeah, that's exactly what I want. And I want to keep doing that all the way down. Uh-oh. Well, let's just do this. Alright, you can't see that, but it should be changing now, or updating everything. It should be BP77, so I don't know. Let me see. So what happened? 18, 20, 21, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0. Well, whatever the case, I'm just going to create another one, duplicate it, call it BP70. Oh no, it's already 77. Okay, leave it alone. And just go ahead and save that. Alright. So I just simply switch back to the instant static mesh instead of using the regular static mesh. Okay. Now I simply go over to the so I got 0, 5. Now I need to move over. I'm going to move these over. Yikes. Uh-oh. Okay, card 0, 5 is the Hero Fent Rare. That do I really need these? I'm just gonna change these back to lowercase. The Empress. Uh-oh. The High Priestess. The Magician. The Fool. Alright, that's uh-oh, what happened? Oh, okay. The images went back. Alright. So this one is already updated. This one I need to update this. Okay, so this is 0, 5. The Hierophant. Like that. This already connected. And the Hierophant 5, the Hierophant. Perfect. And it's the rare border and all that. So that's what I wanted. Compile. Save. Move on to the next one. What is going on? Alright, so here we name this one to what is card 6? The Lovers. Rare. Alright. Lovers rare. Then open it up. Change this to 0, 6. The Lovers rare. And there we go. So that's it. Compile. Save. They all have the same code. So whenever I do spawn them into the world, and you can easily pick them up and interact with them, just like this cosmic card, the BP cosmic card. In fact, all of those blueprints are duplicates of this cosmic card. So I might as well call this, BP card master or something instead of cosmic card. But I'll just leave it. Back to the rare. See, and then I still have to do all of the legendaries. So, and all of the fools. The epics. So Right now I'm just working on the rares right now. So next, card 7 is the chariot. The chariot rare. Open it up. Change the this to 7, the chariot rare. Material instance. Compile. Save. That's it. Let me see. Can I change the? Oh yeah, right here's the order. Say descending. All right, let's try that. All right, so we got card 8 now. 8 is strength. Make sure I spell it correctly. Not like before I spelled it incorrectly. That should be strength. Yeah. Okay. Change this to 0. 8 strength rare. Material instance. There we go. Compile and save. Next is 9, which is card 9 is the Hermit. Rare. Open it up. Change the card face. 09. The Hermit rare. Material instance. Save. Or compile first. Then save. Close that. And I was thinking maybe I don't need to actually change the name of the file so long as I have the numbering correct. And I just, oh well, no, never mind. I'll just keep it. So that I know that card 10 is Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So I don't have to do the extra step of renaming. Well, I'll just do it. So this is card 10, Wheel of Fortune, rare, material instance, compile, save. Okay, next is card 11, which is Justice. Okay, rare. Open this up so I can change the card mesh to 11, Justice, rare. Material instance, compile, save. Alright. Card 12 is the Hanged Man, rare. Alright. Open open that up. What is it? 12. The Hanged Man, rare. Material instance, compile, save, close it. Number 13 is, what is number 13? I don't have these memorized. Death and Rebirth. Oops. Rare. I forgot to put rare at the end there. Rare. Open that up. Change this to number 13. death and rebirth rare material instance. Compile, save, and close that. Open up 14. Oh, rename 14 and then open it up. Rename it to what is card 14? That is temperance. Temperance rare. Open it up. 14. Yeah, 14. Temperance rare. There we go. Compile. Save. What next? 15. Rename this to what's after temperance? The devil rare. Open it up. Change the card face to 15. The devil rare material instance. Compile. Save. And close. Next is 16. Card 16 is what? The tower. Rare. Open it up. And what number? 16, the tower rare. Okay, compile, save. All right, 17 is the star. The star rare. Open it up. Change this 17. Whoops, not 18. 17. There, not 187. 17. The star rare. Material instance. Compile. Save. Luckily, they compile really fast. 227 milliseconds. Next is card 18. Rename it to 18. The moon rare. Open it up. Change this to 18. The moon rare. Oops, rare. Material instance. Compile. Save. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to create the material instance for all the cards for epic and legendary cards. So, hopefully that's not too difficult. First I have to duplicate all of this, all of these, and then, well, that's separate, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Let me see. 19 is the sun. The sun rare. Okay. Open it. Change this to 19. The sun rare material instance. Compile. Save. Next is 20. Rename. Card number 20 is Judgment. Judgment rare. Open it up. change the card face to 20. Judgment rare. Material instance. Compile. Save all. Close. Open up. 21. This is the last one I'm going to work on. What do you call it? Rename. There are 78 cards, but I'm going to stop here. So 21, so I can start testing it in the game. These are all the greater insights. 21 is the cards with all the suits like Ignis, Terra, Aqua, and Aria. Those are the lesser insights. So, but right now I'm just going to test the greater insights to see if the system works. And then I can finish the lesser insights on my own offline. 21 is the world. The world. Rare. Open it up. Move it here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Zoom in a bit. Change this to 21. The world. Rare. Material instance. Compile. Save all. Close. And that's it for now. Control all. Except for the Fool, because I have the Fool on the others as well already. Where's the Fool? Copy. No, not copy. Duplicate. Move all of this to Epic. All right. So darn it. It changed the numbers on me. Crap. Crapola. Alright, so let me see if I can change them back. So I got the full epic. I need to change all of these. Let me see if I can do it. If not, that would just suck so bad. I have to do it one by one. So battery name. Get rid of the old numbering. Remove old suffix. Add new suffix called. What am I for? Epic. Oh wow, would you look at that? I think it's gonna work. Nice. So instead of rare, now there will be epic. The full epic. So BBO1, the magician epic. Nice. Alright, so now what to do. First of all, let me do this for the legendary. No, I'll go to the materials first. None of these are instances, so I have to select all. Is that right? Yeah, so no, something's wrong. Okay, these I have to, okay, I'm gonna select all. Whoops. Okay, and then get rid of these. Create material instance out of all of these materials. And that's it, that's good. Save it. Save all. So wheat. Okay, so got all that. I think I messed up. Darn it. Oh well. Yeah, these are just regular. Darn. Oh well, I'll change them later. Hmm. Well, I'll just leave it. I won't mess with it right now. See, if you hover over them, they do not move. Not like the card backs. I don't know if you can see the card backs moving, but they actually move. They animate. Oh well, I'll make these animate later. That's not important. Alright, so these material instances. Materials, not material instances. I will have to select. No, not that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to. All. Create material instance. C. Create material instance. Darn it, there's no way to undo all of. Let me just select this and this. I forgot to get rid of these as I already did these already. So delete. All of the rest are material instance. Material instance. Okay, that's good. Save it. Save all. And now that I got these, now I can go back to the mesh. Go back to Epic. Now I can change this. World. Judgment. That. The moon. The sun. The star. The tower. The devil. Temperance. Death and rebirth. The hanged man. Justice. Okay, I'm going to go further, but for now let me go ahead and fix these ones. So this one is Epic, so let me go ahead and change this to 21, the world epic material instance. Compile, save. This one is 20, judgment. Epic material instance. Compile, save. Let me just make sure. Oh, I forgot. I need to change the card back. Yikes. Yikes-a-weenie. Plus, I need to change the edges. Alright, so let me just look at it first. Yeah, that's the correct border and frame that I want, which is purple. And unfortunately, I didn't add the bounce to it, so it's not bounce. The card face isn't bouncing, but the card back is, which I need to change to 78 card back epic material instance. And yeah, that's what the card back should look like. And the sides should be purple edge material instance. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's good. Compile. Save. Dun, dun, dun. Close that. Where is this one right here? 21. All right. So 78 card back epic material instance. 21. Oh, no, that's fine. This one needs to change to purple edge material instance. Right, so that's the epic, the official non-placeholder. This is the official card back that I'm going to use for epic cards or image. And then you can see on the side they're purple. The edges of the cards are purple for epic. And then that is the correct card face. The World 21 with the correct purple frames for epic. Right, and all I need to do is add the bounce material function. If you don't know how I did that, you could go to my YouTube channel and look for world position offset, and that's how I made these materials bounce. And it shows you there. Alright, so that's done. So I'm just going to compile, save it, close it, and instead of, I'm going to work on all of the rest of these later. Okay, not now. Don't need to do these now. They're so rare anyways, so I'll work on those later. I need to work on the rares. Let me see the legendaries. Let me just do this one real quick. Just this one. 78 card back legendary material instance. The Fool 00. The Fool legendary material instance. And gold edge already there. Compile, save. See how that looks. So that's the official legendary card back. You can see the edges are gold, and then the card face has the correct golden frame, and the background is the legendary background. All right, and then I will add the bounce later for the card face. And I don't need to work on those right now. That I can work on my own time. This is the one that I need to work on right now. Right now, because this is what I need to actually test the actual logic in game to see if it will spawn. Because I couldn't use the create dynamic material instance no matter what whether I kept this instant static meshes or the regular static meshes, it didn't work. So let me close this. Don't need that one open. This rare is already set. So what am I trying to do with these? Nothing. I think that's it. Okay, so now what I need to do is go to data. Look for card data, data table, card data. Now, all of these BP actors, like if you look at the struct for the card data, they are right here, BP actors. So they are actor types of class reference. So now I can simply go in and instead of all of them set to BP Cosmic card, which didn't work, so now I'm going to set them specifically to those blueprints that I just created. So B00, the Fool, rare, like that. So BP00, the Fool, rare. Gives us this, which gives us this, which is what should be spawning into the world now. Okay, so now I got to do that for all of these, right now I'm just doing the greater insights, not working on any of the card suits, elemental suits yet. So the magician, set up BP Cosmic card, 0/1. The magician, epic. Next, the high priestess, 0/2. The high priestess, rare. Why did I say epic for the last one? It's supposed to be 0/1 rare. The magician, rare. Okay, there we go. The rarity weight of 0 is rare. 1 is epic, and then 2 is legendary. So for 0, the BP actors will be the rare. Alright, so I did that one. Okay, change the Empress. This one, Empress, rare. Save. Might have to figure out how to... No, actually I don't have to. I should just be able to go off of the card ID from there. If you go into the blueprints, so for this derelict spaceship, you see here, instead of Cosmic card, now I can just connect this BP actor to it. What happened? Refresh node. Oh, it's because I disconnected the... because it doesn't work. Compile. Save. Let me just complete all of this first. So I got that. Who's this? The Emperor. Emperor. Rare. Hierophant. Rare. Lovers. Rare. Chariot. Rare. Oops. Rare. Strength. Rare. Rare. Hermit. Rare. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune. Rare. Wheel. Rare. Justice. Rare. Hangman. Rare. Hanged. Rare. And Death. Rare. Temperance. Rare. Temperance. Rare. Devil. Rare. Tower. Rare. star rare. Is that right? Oh, well, yeah. The star rare, and over here, yeah. Okay, the moon rare. The sun rare. Judgment rare. And last but not least, the world rare. Okay, save. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Recompile. Save. I don't know if the others need it, but I am going to just compile those as well anyways. Pair controller. Let me refresh this. Refresh this. Compile. Save. Go into UI. Inventory display. Refresh this. Oh, it doesn't really need to because it's not even... I don't want to use the blueprint. I just want to use the icon texture. So, actually, this should be fun. I'm just going to do it anyways. Refresh at least the first 3. And then recompile. Save. What else needs? I don't use cosmic cards anymore, so don't need to. Just in case. Refresh that. Refresh it. Compile. And save. Alright. Moment of truth. Let's see if this works or not. I don't know. Where is it? Right here. So it should now specifically give the actual blueprint of each unique card that, that is randomly chosen and is going to be spawned. So, cross your fingers. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna work because I mean it didn't work for the dynamic material instances, even though everything was connected and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. But whenever I printed it, print string, it did say cosmic card before. So hopefully this time when it prints, it'll say actually, like, if it's randomly gonna choose the full, it should say BP, the full card or whatever, rare. So let's see. I compile. And let's see what happens when I test it. There goes nothing. I think all the cards. Yeah, it didn't print. It's supposed to print, so something went wrong. It's supposed to print the cards in purple. So something's going wrong. Let's see. Yeah, the cards didn't even, they didn't even, where are they? They didn't even, they're not here. Okay. What the heck happened? What went wrong? Do, 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 do. Don't tell me I'm going to have to do that for every single one of the cards. So there's not a single card that spawned in the world. So there's no way to escape other than you gotta just force close. Darn it. Okay, go back. Stop this. Where is Cosmic Card? Cosmic Card has the slot 0 item ID of 0. So these are the rare cards, I think. Slot 03 item ID 1. No, apparently 1 is the rare cards. I'm not sure what 0 means. But I think somewhere here I'm going to have to, because they're unique cards now, so I'm going to have to start. Uh-oh, that is going to suck so bad. If I have to do 78 cards for the rares, another 78 cards for the epics, and another 78 cards for the legendaries. Yikes. Like create. No. These are just for the slots. So slots are fine. But I'm going to have to. So let's say the cosmic cards are 1. Then the fool is going to have to be 2. And then the magician is 3. And so on and so forth. It's going to suck. So. Let's see what to do. First of all, we go to where they should be spawning. Here, for some reason, they're not spawning. So, with card ID, so as the loop goes through, for the first index, if it says 0, save that card ID. And so if the first index was 21, 21 will be saved here. So 21 go here, like that. And then 21 will so if this, whatever comes out here is 21, it's saved here. then it will be passed here as the index 21. Save. So, I don't know. Okay, so here's the card ID 21. I don't know if it'll go off of this number 21 or this number 21. We'll see. So instead of showing the world, it might show judgment. But that is what should be passed, as this is already saved in player controller. It's saved into the card data right here. This whole entire information, this database right here in the player controller is caching all of this database, data table. It's caching all of that data into this array. So all of these unique data here, variables, are put into this array. And so in here, we call that array, and then we ask for a specific number, so 21. So if we pick 21, then it might give us judgment instead of the world. So whatever it is, judgment or the world, should be passed up here into class spawn actor at this location determined by occupied R. And once it places it into the world, it should print a string saying what specific card with the return value. It should say, if it was the world, it should say BP, 21, the world, whatever. In purple, before the player will spawn first, but before the monster spawns. So, don't know why this didn't work. Because BP Cosmic card worked. When you place that into here, actor class reference class. This is actor class reference. Actor class reference, the object class you want to construct. I want to construct whatever is here. So if this is 21, card ID is 21, then this should be the world. The world, no, specifically BP, the world. BP 21, the world, rare, should be passed here, and that should spawn it. But for some reason, that is not what is happening. Why is that? Let's compile. Save. Dun. I'm thinking of what it could be. For now, I don't care about the inventory right now, but I'm thinking each card might need its own number, like this number here. Instead of 1, I think it's going to need 2 or 3 or 4. So all these cosmic cards, even still, something should have spawned. Because even if all those cards are all 1, it should have spawned still. If this is 1, it should have still spawned. If this is 1, it should have still spawned. This is 1. This is 0. It should have still spawned. Why did it not spawn? BP Cosmic Card. Uh-oh. This is gonna suck, but no, it should work. I was gonna say it's probably because it's an instant sat mesh, which worked for the Cosmic Card here. Spawned into the world many times with its double card backs. So then why are these not spawning into the world? What is it? Plus the Seeker might need... that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to create... Yeah, there's supposed to be a sort of like an interface that you use so that you don't have to create a target for each specific card. There should just be one sort of interface. I don't think it's a... So, something like this is interactable, but you create like a MasterCard. So I can use the Cosmic Card as a MasterCard, and it will, no matter what card is placed into the world, it should detect it as a child of the MasterCard, the card master, which is Cosmic Card, and interact, and the Seeker can interact with those cards in the same way. But that is further down the line. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Right now, I'm just trying to get these cards to spawn into the world at all in the first place. So they're not even spawning. Need 6 cards to spawn. Nothing spawned. This change will not fix it, I don't think, because it's exactly the same. It doesn't matter. So maybe it has something to do with this. Maybe I can't call the data array because I might have to check. Is this null? see, is there anything coming out of here at all? And if that's the case, if nothing is coming out and that's why nothing is spawning, it's probably because nothing is even in the card data array, where it should have cached everything into here. Should have went through this for each loop, and every single one of those lines of data here in this data table should have been placed in its own array element. So there should be like 21 array elements in here. Add unique. I wonder if add unique maybe you just use a regular add. Instead of an add unique. I don't know what that's supposed to do. I don't think that's any different. Card name, material instance, actor class reference, float. Bypass this. Let's just put this up here for now, just to bypass it. Now if that's going to do anything different. All the numbers and data that goes into, that's coming out of here, is set. Nothing here is a duplicate of something else, so it's all unique. So it shouldn't matter. Compile, save. So when it uses this, how do I check array null or empty? This one says to clear. Let me just see array. No. To array, nope, don't want that. Set array, shuffle, swap array elements, reverse for each loop, remove item, no. What is filter? Filter an array based on class derived from actor. Clear, append, add unique, add, sort. There's supposed to be one where I can check if the array is empty. Maybe it's a different type of node, not an array node. Let me see. Oh, here. Whoop. I just saw it. Where did it go? Check if the array is empty. Check if the array is not empty. Right. Is valid index, last index, length, random array. Alright, so let's see. Is empty. Get card data array. Is it empty? Branch. If false, do nothing. If false, that means if it is not empty, that means it's filled with all this data. Then continue. But if it is empty, print string card data is empty. And make that color. Compile. And save. So if this card data array variable is empty, true, then we print that it's empty, and then we know why nothing is spawning. But if it's false, it should continue placing cards into the world, but we'll see. Alright, did I don't know, but I'm just going to recompile anyways. And save this and test it. Let's see. Don't need to do this, but I'm just going to rebuild it anyways. Save. Card data. Oh, card data is empty. Card data is empty. Then, so maybe that's what, oh my gosh. So maybe that's why dynamic material instances was working for me, because there was nothing being passed. And over here, you should see the cards spawn, but they're not spawning. It's, oh, I don't know if you can hear the kitten. She's meowing. It's because she's pregnant, and she usually comes along to meow so that they go feed her, and she has something to develop her babies with, you know. So anyways, card data is empty. So what the heck? Well then, what is this then? What? Let me see. Event BeginPlay. Is it the order? Is it the order in which this needs to run? Do I have to cache the data table into this array before I do all of this stuff here? Yeah, well, let me try it. I don't think that's how, I mean, I don't think that's it, but I don't know. I clear the data table here at the very start, should only run once. So even after it runs the first time, it puts all the data into the data table, the array variable, and it should never run again, which means it shouldn't hit this clear array again to clear everything out and make it empty. Let me see, what is load everything? Oh, all of this stuff. The save data, all of it. This, oh, the monsters. Okay, so I need to stop this. So all of this kind of stuff, I don't need this yet. So let me, go here first. Then go here. And then go. Okay, so you do this first, the input, so that we can use our mouse and keyboard. And then we do this. This load everything loads all the saved data. It loads the game from previous save. And then we cache this data table, all of this information, into this card data array variable here, that one. And then what? How many times is it going to run this? That's wrong. So let's break this link. And remove that execution pin. So we do the cache the data table. Next is we save the name of the map, and then, or of the rift, the map name is the rift, and then we keep track of time of how long the seeker has been in the game. So let's see, will that do anything? Will that run this and save it? So in the for loop, it takes each of the array elements and it saves it. It splits it up. It takes each row, splits it up, and saves it into, this add array, array variable, card data. After everything's done, we create 10 cards. And then we save it as chosen cards. Add a random float and range. This logic right here determines what type of card, what type of rarity of card will spawn. If it's greater than 999, like it's 0 to 1, so if it's 1, then it's a legendary. 3 is legendary. If it's greater than 9, then it's epic. Anything else lower than 9 is a rare card, 1. So that is separate from all of this, though. Caching the data. So that really sucks. If I have to cache the data. Since I know the seeker will spawn into the... Well, the player controller does too. They do not... The player controller doesn't have something called... Oh, it does have a construction script. Maybe I cached the data in here? Construction script, the place to spawn components and do other setup. Setup. That is what I'm trying to do by caching the data table. So maybe I need to cache it in here rather than in here. Right? Let me try that. Compile. Save. There's all kinds of setup here. So maybe it needs to be done there. Whereas the event begin play, event when play begins for this actor. Go back to proc-alls. Does it save in here? Let's see if it's still empty. Compile. Save. And rebuild. Save it. Test it. Something. Okay, all of it. Okay, at least something. Wait, I can't. Let me see. The full. Alright, so it looks like that filled it in. Let me see. Yeah, we have it now. Even though it's all the full, it's still something better than nothing. So let me go over here and see what it looks like in game. Okay, at least it shows the card face, the card back, even though it's all the same and not random like it should be. So it turns out by working on something else, this probably fixed the dynamic material instance. it doesn't matter anymore. I've moved on from that. I'm just going to make the hundreds of blueprint actors. And I can use the dynamic material instance later for other effects like glowing and, I don't know, special effects of the material. Make it more emissive. Who knows? Like a pulsing effect or a breathing effect where it looks like it's enlarging and then shrinking. But oh my god, I got this. So now I need to make it random instead of just all the fool. So the thing is, it ran through this and it showed it in red, and then it showed it again here. But even though oh no, that's okay. Okay, so it shows it before I place it. It shows what the card is going to be. Alright, so the thing is, why is it always the same? These cards are all different. They're not the same. The Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. So, even though this isn't making any sense, because it shouldn't all be the Fool. Especially when I have this here. It only adds unique, so it cannot be 0 or 1 or whatever, which leads to the Fool every single time. So, no, not that. There's something else, but what? Everything is the Fool. Everything that passes to spawn actor, no matter what location, is always going to be the Fool for some reason. Apparently this here, it shouldn't be though, because then if one comes in here, okay, how about we just do this? Let's see. So it should at least be different where it says, it should show something like all the 6, the first 6 cards. So instead of just the Fool, it should, because it's going through this loop of 0 through 5, it should show card 0, which is the Fool, card 1, or index 0, which is the Fool, index 1, which is the Magician, index 2, the High Priestess, and so on and so forth, up to the last index, which is 5, which represents the 6th card. So let me see if that did anything. Compile. Save. I feel like I need to check this one now. Maybe that's why it's not working. Maybe this one is empty. Because if this one did the same thing and was empty, this one coming from the same exact place is probably empty as well, and null is equal to 0, everything that goes into here, no matter what index it is at, is always going to be 0. So it's always going to be the full. So let me do another one of these is empty. And if it says null or is empty, it's going to tell me chosen cards is empty. Chosen cards is empty. And if it's empty, that means everything in it is null. And that will always pass 0, which is the first card, and the first card is always the full. And so that's why all of the cards that were spawned, all 6 cards were the full. So let's see if it's empty, true, then print the message that says chosen cards is empty. But if not, continue and spawn the full every single time. But no, in this case it shouldn't. It should spawn the fool, and then the magician, and then the high priestess. The first 6 cards based off of this index that's coming into here. But if this is empty, this portion of the logic will not run, so it will not place those cards. Yeah, because going through here bypasses going through here. So instead, it bypasses using the chosen cards variable. So it just goes directly from the for loop. So it should still work if I don't have this check. If I don't check this, but let me check this first. And if it's the case, then no, wait. Let me check this first. Let me check this one first. So go back here. Check this first. Check the fact that each card will still spawn, but they will only be the first 6 cards, which is, you know, the fool, the this, the that, the that, that. Alright, so I only need these cards or blueprints up. Let me go ahead and do this logic first. Test this first. If that's the case, we know that the variable needs to be cached in the construction script of the player controller, not at the event begin play. If that's the case, then that means the chosen cards variable needs to be set up in the construction script of player controller as well. So anyways, let's test this. I'm going to test this first and see if the first 6 cards spawn in their random locations rather than all fool, all of them being the fool. So let's see. Don't have to build, but I'm just going to build anyways. Pretty quick. Yeah, so all the first 6 spawn, just like I said. So bypassing the chosen cards means that the chosen cards was empty this whole time, just like the cards data array. But let's just look at it just to make sure. So we got the card back and the card face of the Fool. For the Magician, we got the Magician, and we got the card back. For the High Priestess, we got the card back and the High Priestess. So now the Seeker can see what card they're picking up exactly. And again, the card back and the Empress here with the Empress. The card back and the Emperor here. Okay. And then the Hierophant, card face, and the card back. So that works. So now we know that this really sucks. We have to... Apparently, the reason why dynamic material instances probably weren't working was because this whole time I was trying to set up the cards in the Event BeginPlay when they should have been set up in the construction script. So let me cut this out. Cut that. Remove that. Move to the construction script. Paste it all here. After the data table is cached into the data array, then we can do the chosen cards array, and then after that we can do, oh no, for each of the chosen cards that are picked will determine whether it's epic or not epic or whatever. Each of them. So we don't do all of that after it's completed. We do it while it is going through each of the 10 cards. So each card will determine whether it's legendary, epic, or rare. Okay, so that's should be all the setup done in the construction script. Compile, save. Hopefully we get something different each time now. Refresh. So now instead of going off of this index, we can go back off of the actual card ID that is picked from the chosen cards. We'll see right now. Compile. And save. And test. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's all different now. So now we're getting randomly the Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, card 7, 10, 20, 14, 15, 16. They're all different. Okay. So that should work now. I think that's it, you guys. Card back. We got the Chariot. Card back. We got the 10, Wheel of Fortune. Card back. And we got the randomly spawned Temperance. Card back. And we got the Devil. And then card back. Now the Seeker knows, okay, we got the Tower, exactly what cards they're picking up as they run throughout the rift. You can see they are going to pick up the Judgment card. Okay. Wow. So now that I got that, stop this. Okay, now we stop it, and okay, we got that working. Now, the tricky part will be getting the inventory system to work with the... So once the seeker picks up the card now what's going to happen? No, it should still work. It should still work. Even if... Let me see. Let me go back. I'm thinking about it, looking at it, looking at the logic. It doesn't need the BP actor. The only thing that needed the BP actor was the cards, was proc calls, because that's actually spawning it. But the inventory UI, this part, doesn't need that information. What it needs is the information that it already has, which is the texture, the icon of the card. Yeah. Because it's using the same... Let me refresh it. And also I need to refresh this one, because remember we changed these. And this one I need to refresh. And just in case, just refresh this node as well. So it should work. What's not working is this. I may need to pass this here, this card ID. I may need to pass... Oh, you know how? I can probably pass it here by expose on spawn, and it how do I pass that? Dun, dun, dun. No, I don't need it. This is right here. Because if you go back, card ID comes directly from here. So I don't need it. In fact, I don't even need to go through card. I could just go directly from here to here. This is what I'm doing here, so it should work like this. Alright, so let me just go ahead and refresh these, just in case they need to be refreshed. Because I did change them. They're not running from the Event BeginPlay anymore. They're executing from the construction script of the player controller blueprint. Maybe that needs a refresh node. I don't know. But just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to refresh everything that touches it. And then compile. And then save. Yeah, because all of these don't need the other information. It doesn't need the card ID. It doesn't need the actor. This already has the card ID. The chosen cards already has the card ID chosen in them, and then it passes it here, and then it does what it needs to do. Alright, so let's see. Now we actually have to go in, and let me go ahead and compile this. And then save. Just for the heck of it, I will rebuild everything. Save. This playthrough, or playtest, I have to actually run through it. So you can see again, these are all randomly picked. They're not the same as before, because there's no tower, there's no hierophant. It's all different cards now. So that's good. Alright, so let me turn this on. Let me look for any cards that are close to pick up. Alright, so there's 2 on the 9th floor. So let me go back and look for those and pick them up. Once I pick them up, I should test whether the inventory shows exactly what the physical 3D object was picked up. Right? And if that works, I'm done. Done with this. Then all I have to do is fill in all of the arrays and change all the names of the blueprints and this and that. Plus I have the texture streaming pool problem. I need to fix that. Now that I made like a million different blueprint actors for the cards. You know what? I can probably... Oh, shoot. I don't think he's down here. Oh. Ah! Damn it, I thought he wasn't down here. I was like, I don't think he's down here, and he was down here. Shoot, sorry for that. Hopefully you're not wearing headphones. Dang it. Right now I cannot click restart because it only works. The changes were only made to the derelict spaceship. I didn't make these changes to the Gothic dungeon, the abandoned warehouse, or the Victorian mansion. So I have to quit and test it again from the spaceship. Alright, and as you can see, again, it's different cards. We got Temperance, High Priestess. This time we got the Tower again, Wheel of Fortune again. Alright, so let's go ahead. Oh my gosh, not this monster again. Let me hide. Alright, let me see. We got a card, 2 cards on the 9th floor. Okay, so let's go back to the 9th floor. Yes, I can go down here and I can check. Alright, so there's that. No card here. Let's see where. Dang it, that stinking whisper. Still. My heart is still beating fast because of it. He just popped up when I was pretty certain he wasn't. Oh! Is he gonna do it again? Is he once again down here? Because I would be so pissed. Better not be turning around the corner here. Dang it. Gosh darn it, where are these cards? I just need to test a couple of them. Darn it. Oh well, okay. I think I'm at the end because this is... Yeah, that's the stairs. So, let me check what's in here. No cards here. Dang it! This guy better not be down here. Here's a card to test. Alright, so the card says... oh, stop spinning. The card says... It says the devil. Oh my god, I gotta hide. I don't know if he's down there or not. But once I pick it up, the inventory in the top left should say the devil. If not, the logic is wrong. So here we go. Picking it up. Cross your fingers. Ah. Yikes. I'm gonna have to do this for every single card. I'm gonna have to make the lot because I'm gonna have to add the interface somehow to a master card so that I can interact with all of these cards. Right now I'm trying to pick it up and I cannot interact with it because I don't have a global, you know, interactable interface card like a card master. So all I need to do is interact with that one card master or set up that one card master, and all of the rest of the cards should be able to be interactable. But right now it's not set up, so unfortunately that's gonna suck because I think I'm gonna have to do this all over. I'm gonna have to do the blueprints all over again if that's the case. Dang it. But either that or I have to write the code for each and every single one of the blueprints. I gotta hide. Darn it. So I cannot test this right now. That's gonna be a lot of work to make the cards, make one master card, and then off of that master card make all of these subset cards so that the subset cards can be interactable like the master card. Darn it. Dun. Oh well. Let's see. If we look, it's not gonna matter if I find the other card. It's still not gonna be interactable. I won't be able to pick it up just like that one. But what the heck? Let me just see what card I get. If it shows the card face. Alright, what's the card face? It's the High Priestess. Damn it. Monster heard my flashlight. Can't see me behind this door. Am I safe? Try to pick it up. Yeah, cannot interact with it. Cannot pick up. But it does say to the High Priestess. Cannot pick up. Got the card back. Right. So where's this monster? So dang it. Alright. Well, that's it for this then. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. And yeah, let me see. Where am I? Let's go back here. What? Oh, never mind. I know what. Because I got rid of those. Yeah, there it is. So, so this logic works then. It's all crazy. Again, I don't need card ID, but that's okay. I'll just keep it. When everything was done, I wanted it to let me do one more test. And that is, I'm going to see if the material instance works this time. If it does, that means the dynamic material instance should work. And then I don't have to do all of the separate cards. I can just put this back to Cosmic Card. And then I can first of all, let's test this out first. Let's see, does it give us the material instance instead of after everything? Let's have it before or at the let's have it right here. For each of the cards, each of them, not after all the cards are done. Let's have it here like this. And just put it down here somewhere. So before we get the card, oh, I'm doing it twice. Why am I doing it twice? I'm such an idiot. All right, idiot. I'm doing it twice, right? One right after the other. How dumb is that? All right, so let me change this to brighter, something that I can see in the darkness. Still that's dark. What's going on here? Go up there. Okay, there. That should be bright enough in the darkness. And this one is red. Alright. So we should be able to see what material instance is being passed. If it's being passed. Not like before it was null. And if the material instance passes, then that is probably why the dynamic material instance wasn't working in the previous stream, is because these data table arrays, this one and this one, were all null. They were not being cached because apparently you cannot cache them in the event graphs event begin play. You have to set everything up in the construction script of the player controller. So something new we learned today, and hopefully you learn too whenever you're working on your project. So go ahead and save that and test this. I want to see if it passes each of the material instance, the correct material instance that matches the blueprint actors. So let's go ahead and test it. So the chariot material instance and the chariot blueprint. The Hierophant material instance, the Hierophant blueprint. The High Priestess material instance, the High Priestess blueprint. So this is looking good. Now the sun, let me see, what is the sun? Yeah, the sun material instance and the sun blueprint. The devil material instance and the devil blueprint. Perfect. So that means I may not have to go through the torture of all of these legendary rares and epics. I can probably go, you know what? I'm going to do it right now because I still have the code in there. I didn't erase the code, so let me try it again and see if it'll work this time. But I have to do it this way. I have to disconnect this. And then I have to say Cosmic Card. Put that back. Right. Recompile everything. Here we go. Card faces here. Let me. This is not necessary, but I'm going to do it anyways. We're going to connect this card ID to here because we're not using that method. We're using this method, the material instance method. So back into my card face. So the material interface object reference goes into this material interface object reference. We compile that. Save it. Now, the part that may not work is this actual part, the Cosmic Card part. So if we click on the Cosmic Card and open it, this part up here might not work for the same reason that this didn't work, because it was in the event begin play of the event graph. So we had to cut it out of the event graph and transfer it to the construction script, because the construction script says the place to spawn components and do other setup. And what are we trying to do with the Cosmic Cards? We're trying to set up the card ID and the image of the card first. So this probably needs to go into the construction script. We'll just leave that there. We don't need to delete it. So paste it here. And you know what? This doesn't matter, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do it this way. It shouldn't matter like this, but I'm going to do it like this. Just in case I need it. Alright, so let me take all of this. Alright. Alright, so let me go through the logic really quick. Oh no. Oh, that's why this is not going to work. No, it might work. No, it won't work. Dang it. Because you cannot call the play... For some reason, you cannot call the player controller from a construction script of another blueprint. I don't know why. Dang it. Yeah, because all of the ones that it shows are the incorrect play controller. So, even though I use this one, this is the incorrect player controller. That's not the correct one. See, it still says an error. Alright, what is this? Save. What else? Yeah. I might have to see what I can do. This would really suck if I have to do this. Here. Let me go back really quick and what the heck? I don't have to do it. It's right here. Oh, no, I have to do something because it's always going to be the first row of the data table that I need, which is supposed to be cached in here, but we cannot access it because for some stupid reason you cannot cast to player controller in the construction script of another blueprint. You can do it in the event graph, but you know what? Maybe it will work. So let me move it back. Let me cut this out. Cut this out. And paste it back here. Connect it back to the Event BeginPlay. This is incorrect. I don't want this here. Why am I doing this? Alright, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to do it here as well. I'll also call it the same exact thing. I'm going to call this struct card data and make it public and make it array and compile. Okay, so that's the incorrect one. The correct one is get player controller, not player state, but gameplay statics. Okay, that one is the correct one. And since I'm doing this in the construction script, all this setup in the construction script, I'm going to delete this. Connect it directly to here, casting. Let's move this print screen somewhere else. I don't, again, in my ultimate stupidity, I was supposed to delete it because I'm just, I'm not just going to forget it because I'm already doing it here. I'm already doing it in here. So let me see. Go here, get data, table, row. Get data table for each loop. This is going to suck though. This is why I didn't want to do it in here. That it's going to have to do the for each loop for all 78 cards of each rarity, rare, epic, and legendary, each and every time, just to create this. So, yeah, it's a pretty dumb way of doing things. It's inefficient and it's improper game development, I suppose. Yes, but that's what I feel like it is happening right now. Because even I, as a newbie game developer or non-game developer, can see the logic of it going through each and every one of this data for every single rarity just to place one card, just to place one cosmic card, and I'm gonna place 6. So 6 times the hundreds of times that this has to loop through. That's really bad design. But right now I'm testing it. Before I test it though, let me see if I before I test it, let me just set it up before I'm not going to test it, I'm just going to set it up. Okay, do this, do this, do this, do that. Oh my goodness. And there. Okay, save it. Every single time it has to cache this array for each card going through all of the hundreds of data that is in here. Right now, of course, it's only 21 right now, or 22. But later in the future, when I add all of the cards, all of the epics, all of the legendaries, all of the rares, then it has to do all of that. Loop through every single one of that just to place one card. Well, let me just compile that. Save. And then test it here first with the this BP controller. The next one I will test with their card data array, this card data array. But first, for now, let me test it with BP, because if I can do it with BP controller, that would be best, because BP controller runs once at the very beginning, and it can set all of this up one time. It caches this one time. Whereas this one caches every single time this calls and places the card. And that is, in my case, 6 times. It's going to for loop 6 times. That means it has to call this card 6 times. And each time it calls this card, it's going to for loop 100 times 2 to 300 times for every single one of the cards, just to cache the data to use in here. So I'm going to try this method first with the player controller before I try it with this one. And yeah, let me go back and let me just, you know what, let me read it from here. You gotta be kidding me, it's not up here. Here it is. So let me just compile that real quick. Let me sign in to my Gemini. Alright, so once I sign into Gemini, I should be able to access the conversation about how to use the dynamic material instance again, because I kind of gave up on it because it wasn't working yesterday. Now I found out it's because these array table variables were null. They were not being cached. You have to cache them in the construction script of the player controller. How I was doing it was caching them in the event graph here in the Event BeginPlay. That was apparently wrong because nothing was being cached. It was coming back as empty. It was giving us this message: data table, card data is empty. Chosen cards is empty. Well, we didn't test the chosen cards, but we kind of assumed that because now it works, right? So we don't have to test the chosen cards because we figured out it wasn't being cached, just like, so the chosen cards wasn't being cached, just like the card data array wasn't being cached. So let me go back to Gemini just to check on the logic of how I should set this. I mean, it's all right here, but I need to double check and make, because I messed with it so many times to try and test different iterations and see why it wasn't working. And so let me just go back and make absolutely sure. So it says right here, let me change this. Okay, so it says right here, the standard solution, since we will, even though it's just discarding dynamic instances, I'm going to use this method. So let me see, create a variable. Okay, so I created this variable. I call it my card face. But this time they want me to change it to card face to use, but I'm just going to keep it as my card face. Set its type to material interface. And material interface object reference, yes, I did that. Check that instance editable and expose on spawn are checked. Compile. And save. Now, in the construction script, do not use BeginPlay here, but in the construction script, do not use BeginPlay. Use the construction script so the change happens the millisecond the actor exists. Drag the card HISM here into the graph in the construction script, pull a wire and search for set material. Hello? Where is it? Oh. Here. No, I think that's the... Oh my gosh, this is doing the same thing. This is the incorrect one. You gotta be kidding me. Darn it. You know what? I'll just use it. I'll just use this one. Set material. I'm using it anyways. 1. Drag my card face and plug it into material pin. Compile. Whoops. Let me break this and use it there. Save. Compile. And save. What's going on in here? So we're not using dynamic material. We're just directly going with static material instance. So whatever this card is that spawns, it will take on whatever material interface comes from here, which comes from here, which comes from here. These two are the same thing. We compile that. And then save all. And then it passes the... No, it doesn't pass anything. So we'll just... This is fine. We'll just compile this. Save it. We look back at here. Do we even need this? Let me go scroll back up. What does Gemini say? No, we didn't need it. So let me go ahead and disconnect it for now. And let me see. Oh, I know why. Because this logic, all this logic was meant for the dynamic material instance method. But what Gemini is telling me right now is only work on the static material instance method right now. And see if this works first. If it doesn't, then we can try the dynamic material instance. See that. I hope this works this time, because at least this time this is not empty, right? Because we know that we had to go into the player controller's construction script to cache the data into an array variable. Okay, so let's go ahead and rebuild and see if this works this time. Make sure this is BP Cosmic Card. You're passing the ID and the material instance. Alright, let's do this. I forget what this is for, but it's showing the random cards that are chosen. Let's go ahead and see if that's what we get. Uh-oh. Is that what we... The devil, the judgment, the chariot, the hierophant, the strength, and the world. Oh, no, wait. Okay, so it does say the world. Alright. This one should be strength. It's showing strength. Oh my god, you guys, I think we did it. And we didn't even need dynamic material instance or 100 different blueprint actors. So this one is 02 is the Hierophant. 03 is the Chariot. So this one, next one should be the Chariot. Alright. And the next one should be Judgment. So it changed the material instance. And the next one, the Devil. Oh my gosh. So I can probably test this now and actually pick them up because it's using the cosmic card, as you can see here, logic, and not each and every single individual one, like the world or something, which was not set up for each of those blueprint actors. It was only set up for this blueprint actor, the cosmic card. So let me go and darn it, and come back. See, where are those cards? Got 2 at the bottom. Oh my god, the monster heard me. Heard my flashlight go off. Oh my god, you guys, I think this is it. I think this is it. If I can just pass this monster and get to the cards and test them, not only will they look correct, they will pick up and show up in the inventory correct. So let's see. Sounds like, I don't know where he's at, but I'm gonna go this way. Actually, no, that sounds louder. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, his stomping is softer, so I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go down here. And then I'm gonna look for any cards. And hopefully pick them up. And this time, okay, I see one right there. But let me check this place first. I don't see anything here, so we go in here. Oh my goodness. I'm getting all giddy. I'm getting excited. I think this is it. I think we finally fixed it. Yes, so we see this is the strength card, right? So once we pick up the strength card, up in the upper left, the inventory UI should say strength. And it should show the strength icon. So let's see. No! In fact, it gave us the world, even though we picked up strength. So there's some piece of logic that is miswired. It's not wired correctly. Because we know that the card ID, everything should go off of the card ID. And if it is, gosh, I don't know where to go next. So I'm just going to go here. There's a second card down here. And if the first card we picked up was wrong, the second card and everything else will be wrong too. But at least we can pick up the card and we can show that the inventory will display the card name. We just got to get the card name correct. I don't know where this monster is, but he's way above on some floor above. Alright, so let's go here. Stomping is getting softer, so he's definitely moving away. So we should be safe to check these. So even though in the inventory it says the world, the actual card that we picked up from the 3D environment It's supposed to be the strength card, so remember that to fix this. It's not a bug, it's like an issue, fix this mishap. It's like miswired. I'm thinking it's not wired correctly somewhere down the pipeline. So let me see. My God, this monster better not be down here. I will be so pissed. Okay, I don't think he is. So I'm gonna go this way. There's supposed to be one more card down here. But where it is, I don't know. It's probably on, if it's on the all the way on the other side. Okay, here it is. Alright, so it should be the chariot. So if I pick this up, it should say the chariot. No, it's saying strength. Hide. Right, so even though it says the chariot, the world and strength. Chariot and again. Ah! Dang it. I think I knew I could hear him closer this time. Dang. Alright, so let me see. Something about the logic is incorrect. What is it? Let me see. The chariot. Okay, so strength was the first card, but it gave me the world in inventory. Strength is number 8. The world is number 21. And the chariot is number 7, but it gave me strength. So the inventory system is all these indices are different. So I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this like this. I need somehow to get this card ID. This is the inventory. How do I get the card ID? This would really suck if I have to cast to yet another blueprint. I do, because this is the card IDs I want. These are the ones that are tied to these cosmic cards that are placed. The proc halls is what determines the card, the randomly chosen card, in its ID. So I do want this one, because this is where it is being placed. So this cosmic card is important, and this ID is important. So I need to pass this ID. I don't think it works that way, though. Let me try it. I don't think you can. I don't think you can just cast from one. Let me see. What is this? This is an actor. This is a player controller. This is an actor. This is a user widget. Click to open the source file in Visual Studio. No. Let me open this other one. This is a character. This is a player controller. But this is an actor. I don't think you can open actors within actors. But, or within user widgets. We have to try. Let me see. Cast to proc halls. We want that one. And this is going to be a problem if we cannot find an object to who the heck is the owner of this? Cast get actor? Get. Let me see. I'm scrolling all the way down. See what kind of options. We have get actors. That's a cluster union. Get actor bounds and array bounds and enable collision. That's collision. Get actor HUD. Yeah, these are not. Get actor layers from landscape. Get actor transform. Get actor location. Rotation. I don't want that. Get actor variant. Get actor descriptions. I don't know what the actor index is. We need an object. How about we just say owner? How about that? Let me see. Will that do anything? It is a proc call, but I cannot. No. No, 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 none of this is. Yeah, see, this isn't gonna work. You cannot really call actors, cast to actors in a. So what can I do? I need this information. Maybe I can well, it is exposed on spawn. How about I create a variable here called my card face as well, but it would have to be called where do I call inventory display here? Do I even call it from here? From the proc calls? Maybe I don't need to. I simply just save it into it, and then it will already be here. So maybe I just say, like the cosmic card, my card face, I will create one for here called my card face with the material interface object reference. Compile, save, make sure it says instance editable, and expose on spawn. But proc calls has to call inventory display to save it, doesn't it? Where does it do that? Or does it do that at all? The only place it does it is in the seeker. Let me see. inventory display. Calls it. Wait a second, is that correct? Here it calls it here. Maybe this is how I can do it. Because this one can cast to the seeker. And if I can save that information into the seeker blueprint, then I can also get that information saved to the seeker blueprint here and then paste it into here. That is so annoying. This get player controller is the correct one. And there it is, my card face. So now I just need to create a variable so that I can pass that variable. Yet again, I will create another one called my card face. Called material interface. Look for object reference. Compile. Save. And then add it there. Is that correct? I don't think so. I don't think that's the correct way to use this. Compile. This one here is null. That's not, I don't think that's the correct way. Well, let me see what else. So this is a function. Is this a... It's not an interface. It's a function. Darn it. It's very confusing. But let me see. Let me see. You know what? Before I do that, let me compile this. Even though I set it up here, it doesn't save it. I don't think doing this is correct, but I don't know. So let me just compile it. Compile this. Save it. Get my card face from BP Seeker. Instead of getting it from here, we'll just get it from here, which got it from Procalls. Or maybe not. Look, it's not working. Oh. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I don't want the texture. I don't want the card face. I want the icon and the name. So in order to get that, I need this to be correct. So in my ultimate stupidity, I'm supposed to pass this number here to card ID. Which is in here, card ID. But I need it in here. So yeah, this is all kinds of confusing and wrong. I'm pretty sure this is not how it's supposed to work. I don't think I need to create a card face. It doesn't work like that. This calls it, and this saves it to my card face. Right? No, it doesn't. Inventory display, object reference, return. How do I get the get my card face? And then this one needs to be set my card face. So once you set it, after you get it, oh boy, this is crazy. Shit. Okay, get that. Goodness. Okay, there. No, this stuff. No. Nope. No. this is all kinds of wrong. That's not how this should work. I need to save. I need to pass the number that this determines, which is this, from proc calls to inventory display. Maybe instead of that, maybe instead of creating the number here, I create the number in either seeker or the player controller. And then I passed those numbers to proc calls, and then proc calls can set everything up. Oh boy, this is so confusing. Alright, so maybe I set it up here in play controller. Again, I don't think we can set it up here in the event begin play, so try it with the construction script. After we pick the 10 cards, now, oh boy. You know what? I think that's what I should have been doing this whole dang time. I think that was it. I didn't have to do all of this. Oh my god. Yeah. You have got to be kidding me. I didn't have to do all of this crazy. Alright, so I have the player controller determine all of this, does all the setup. And then inventory display, I don't need to do that here. Just simply delete this. What the heck is being used, you guys? Maybe this. And all of this. So delete this. Move backwards. Delete this. What is using this? What? My card face. See, it's there. No. Alright, so I'll leave it there for now. And then look for this one. There is nothing in here that is using it. Nothing. Oh, wait. Right here. Oh, right here. My card face. Delete that. Move this back. This is just, it's getting crazy here. Save. Save all. Go back to my card face. Delete it. There we go. Compile. Save. Now this is the problem. So instead of creating it here, we where is it? That is interesting. Card. It says card ID. Oh, just because I'm calling it from here, this card ID. That's why I don't see it in the variables here. All right, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to save it into the card ID there, and then from there I can cast it to here. Will that work? No, that will. Still, that is not what I want. What I want is, so all the logic is supposed to be done here anyway. So after we do all that, then we make instead of the chosen cards, we'll call this the initial cards. I will duplicate this, call this whatever it is right now, call this delete that, move this here, and move this here. This will be called the initial cards array. So these are the first 10 cards. After all of that is picked, then we do a for loop to pick the 5 cards, or the 6 cards that will be placed. And that logic is right here. So first we got to how do we do this? How do we pick the how does it oh, it picks it from the initial cards. So, okay, that. So it doesn't pick it from here. Oh my gosh, no, it does pick it from there. Oh, let me see, undo. I just have to set it up in the player. No, it doesn't. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna just do this and then finish this. So random integer in range. Random integer in range. No. I see now. Okay, no, we don't do any initial cards and chosen cards, and we play. Okay, yes, we do. We have to add unique into chosen cards. The first 6 cards of initial cards. Alright then, so it's not for loop, it's for each loop. Close that. Chosen cards. The initial cards has 10 cards. Okay, you know what? I'm confusing myself. Alright, so I don't even have to do 10 anymore. I can just do 6 straight from the start. So, chosen cards. Go back. Get rid of initial cards. Get rid of these. Delete initial. What the heck is using it? Oh, we have to compile. And it should be able to easily delete. What? How is it in use? Oh. Get chosen cards BP player controller. I don't even need to connect it there. Oh, well, I'll just leave it. Compile this. And save. Right. So, out of the 21 cards right now, it'll be 234 later when I add the rares, epics, and legendaries. But right now it's just this. I will pick only 6 this time, not 10. and protocols. Those are the 6 that will be picked. So that means in here, that is what is being passed, just the 6. Yeah, that's it then. Oh, actually no. I need the card ID. I need the card ID. Card data array is still the same. Dun, dun, dun. So the chosen cards will give me the card ID, but I don't know about this part. Yeah, this is bad because I need the actual card ID. I need to tell this system the card ID. I need to somehow tell the system the card ID and save it there. Then it will I wonder, because maybe, so when we tested it, it uh, let me see. Alright, so I think I put everything back to the way it was. The only thing I changed was stuff in here. And, well, I left all of this stuff the same. So, that's not correct. I'm passing this card ID here to the Cosmic cards. Let me recompile this. Huh. Actually, you know what? Let me see what ChatGPT says. ChatGPT said something about card ID. They said card ID is the one source of truth. So let me see how I can I don't know. Let me look at over here. Look at the. Is it even in here? Card ID. Define the data structure. Card ID groups. Card ID. Collected card ID. So it says, do not put this in the UI widget. Let me see, is that what this... This is the UI widget. UI widgets should display data, react to buttons, animate. They should not fetch tables, do random logic, or decide meaning. Correct ownership. Logic lives in BP protocols or small helper blueprint like that UI receives a text and maybe card name. Think UI is window, not a brain. Draw 3 card IDs. Future proofing. Here's the beautiful part. You don't change the data table at all. For a 3 card, draw 3 card IDs. Run the same filter logic 3 times. And okay, let me see. That's not. So it says your inventory should store card ID only. Let me go back. Data tables should be read once at BeginPlay or construction script, then cached forever. You already did the hard part. You made S card data. Now create card data array, which is right there, card data array. Do this once. Get the data table once for each row name. Now the data table is never touched again. Your inventory should read card ID only. Create an entire array. Alright, this is actually this is stuff I'm gonna have to do on my own, because this is really getting the the inventory UI to be in sync with the cards that are spawned into the game shouldn't be difficult, but for me, I'm having the most difficult time because I don't know how to pass frickin' card ID to this. It's so dumb. So I have to somehow save it and then access it. But let me see. Can I access it? Get card ID. Move it here like that. I don't think that's... Yeah, that's just always going to be the last card ID. Oh man. Shoot. Okay, so let me think about the last time I tested this. When I picked up the strength card, it gave me the world. 8 gave me the world. But when I picked up the what is the other card? The chariot, it gave me the strength. It gave me strength. So maybe subtract by 1. No. Oh, goodness. So instead of that, maybe that. And let me see. Oh, I should remember too. I need to disable those darn monsters. Because I can't test when they're always stopping me. So compile that, save it. Alright. Head back. Refresh. Compile. Save. Compile. Actually, I should have refreshed first. Refresh. Refresh. Anything up here to... No. Compile. Save. Does all of this need it? No. All this. In fact, Let me go back, and I'll just put this back to 10 cards. Pile. And save. Then in here, we see that using chosen cards, refresh, refresh. And that, then out of those chosen cards, it only places 6 of them. Out of those 10 chosen cards, only 6 are placed into the world. Save. And so we have Death and Rebirth, the Hierophant, Strength, the Hermit, the Tower, and Judgment. There, there, there. 2 on the bottom. Wait. There's 3 on 12-12-1, which is what? The 4th floor? Probably. Let me first go to the bottom and see what card spawns there, and then try to pick it up and see what the inventory says. Anything in here? Nothing down there. Nothing down there. Oh my goodness, I'll be right back. I need to drink water. Alright. I don't know why my throat was getting dry. So 2 cards down here, maybe 3 cards on deck 4, I don't know. No. No. I don't know. I gotta run through this. Is this the stairs? Yes. So. I don't know why texture streaming pool all of a sudden shows up. Alright, this card says the Hierophant, 5. If I pick it up, it should say the Hierophant in the upper left corner. Nope, says the hangman. Let me look at the Hierophant 5, and the hangman is 12. Yikes. Okay, that didn't work. Let me just see if I can go ahead and pick up all the cards and see what it says. The Hierophant gave me the hangman, which is incorrect. It should be the icon of the Hierophant, the icon image of the Hierophant. This one says the Hermit. It gives me the Emperor. The Hermit 9 gives me card 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Don't know how this. Okay. So let me just head back up. There's only 2 down here, so let me just head back up to deck 4. Oh, well, no, there's another one up there somewhere. I think deck 8. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go all the way up these stairs. Three, 4, 5. But no, I don't think anything spawns there, so 6, 7, and 8. So there should be a card up here somewhere, I think. Go down the row like this. I think there's a card up here. That would suck. If it's not up here, then it's on 7. I heard something. I heard like a... Yeah, it's probably out 7, because I don't see it up here. I thought I heard chimes. Let me look all the way down here first. You kidding me? It's probably not here. It's probably on 7. Yikes. Why does it have to be these rooms? Those beautiful creature rooms. I hardly ever get ugly beast rooms for some reason. They're always beautiful creature. I never changed the logic, so I don't know why I'm hardly ever getting... It's always beautiful creature rooms. Okay, so here's the other. Okay, the tower should say the tower. Ah, I couldn't test it because the game ended. So it's actually making no sense. I am, yeah, I'm just like, searching in the dark. And no, don't want to do it that way. I'm just going to stop this for now and go check with the AI chatbots to see how I can fix this and synchronize or resync the data that we get in the 3D spawns to match the data for the inventory UI. Because right now we pick up one card, but it displays something completely different. We pick up this card, whatever is spawned, but it displays something different in the UI. So that's bad. We need to synchronize it somehow. I don't know how. All I know is card ID is the key, but Unreal Engine is kind of stupid in that it doesn't allow you to pass card ID between like these sub type of blueprints. So far, the only ones that you can really do it is with something like Seeker or Player Controller type of blueprints. Maybe there's something called like a game state blueprint. I don't know. And maybe that's where I need to do all of this logic, all of this kind of logic in. I do all of this logic in there instead of here. And then I can go in here and cast to that game state, and it should have the correct card ID. Actually, before I go, I don't think this will work either, because it will always be the same card ID. It will never be the very specific card ID that I need for each card pickup. So I don't think that will work either. So I am going to stop for now. And yeah. And have to figure this out outside of streaming. I'm going to have to converse with the AI chatbots first. So it wasn't completely. Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay, because it was. I'm still uploading the last video, but at least, it's still running. It didn't disconnect. It's about to disconnect, I feel like. So I'm going to have to end the stream right here and hopefully figure out what to do by the next time I stream. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching, checking out my progress. So I'll see you next time. Hopefully I got a fix for it. And yeah, take care. Bye.